Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Tanner Bell and I'm so excited to have you here today because we're going to create a really fun DIY Valentine's Day plaque. We're using one of these super inexpensive ones that we picked up while we were on Hobby Lobby on our Hobby Lobby trip. If you haven't seen that video, head on over to my YouTube channel after this video and check out, I shopped around Hobby Lobby for like an hour. It was a lot of fun and a lot of you guys tuned in. But as you join us here on an awesome Friday morning, I want you to share with me where you're visiting from. Let me know what you've got going on. Rachel is behind the camera today, so I'm so excited. But we're going to be using our new Valentine's Day collection SVGs to create a really fun plaque. So this is an alphabet plaque that I am obsessed with. So guys, how are we doing this morning? We have a lot of people tuning in.
Tracy said good morning from Massachusetts.
Good morning, Tracy.
Leslie said hello from Kentucky.
Hello, Leslie. I'm so excited to have you guys here today, and I'm so excited to talk more about our Valentine's Day collection with Makers Gonna Learn. So as you guys know, you cannot upload your SVGs from an iPad, but what you can do is once you have created or downloaded them from your desktop, you're able to go through and keep these in your uploaded images folder. So you can have these right here on your device. So as you can see here, here's some sneak peeks to upcoming collections. Let's scroll down. Oh no, okay, here we go. So these are all of our Valentine's Day images. Rachel, do we have anyone else tuning in?
Oh my gosh, yes, so many people.
Yay!
Hello from Missouri, Ohio, Tampa, Florida.
Yay! Hello,
North
friends.
Carolina.
Awesome! So if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us know if you're a newbie and maybe it's your first time actually watching live. What we're doing today is crafting with our new collection of SVG files. If you're interested in joining our membership site where you get 30 plus SVGs every single month, plus live workshops with me that is exclusive to the membership, and access to an exclusive Facebook group where we all hang out. It's an amazing community of like 300 plus people, so head on over there to the first link in the description to learn more. But what we're using today is, here's sort of what the files are that came out this month. We have all kinds of awesome Valentine's Day files. I love these. I love You to the Moon and Back. Love people first, ask questions later. Like seriously guys, the possibilities for this collection is endless. There's so many different things. Heartbreaker, You Are Loved, You Will Forever Be Mine Always. It's such a fun collection, and I know you guys are looking for things to make for Valentine's Day. So who here has Valentine's Day already on their mind? Who's ready to craft with Valentine's Day? I know I am. So today what I was thinking is we're going to create this right here, this alphabet. So if you're wanting to upload an image from your iOS, again, you have to, let's click close, and I already have it sized and whatnot, but let's click upload, and then open uploaded images, and then you scroll through and pick out the image you want.
Angela would like to know if you sign up for the membership, when you join, can you get the previous months of SVGs?
Yes. So was that Angela that asked?
Yes.
Angela, if anyone out there is wondering, can I get the previous month's SVGs? It's yes. You get instant access to over 100 SVG files from previous month collections. It's such a great value because you get 100 right away, and then your membership keeps building as you keep them. So say you only keep the membership for maybe 6 months, you get all of those SVGs even after you cancel. So that's one thing that we really love. And if you sign up as a year member, you're going to save like 30+% and get access for over like 400 SVG files as we go throughout the entire year. So definitely check that out. If you guys have any questions, shoot us an email. Rachel will see your comment throughout the live and we'll hang out. So you just pick out the file you want to use. So let's find the one we're using today. I scrolled a little too far. So you just find this right here and you click insert. So a lot of our members wanted to see files and then it just inserts it on your map. But we already have it here. So a lot of our members wanted to see layers and being able to do multi-layers. So in today's project, what we're doing is we're cutting out multi-layers, and we're going to use our easy press with wood today, guys. Who is excited to use Easy Press and iron on wood? I know I am, so stick with us and craft with us today. So I've already sized it. I needed this to be about 6 inches by 7. And then what we're going to do when we click Make It, we're going to place that. And you're going to see here, we have 2 different mats. So this is the first mat, and this is the second mat. It's all ready to go right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut our I Heart You on our gold, or our red iron-on glitter. And as you can see here, it's lined up. And then we're going to, on another mat, cut this right here. So this is the whole alphabet in black iron-on. Super awesome, and it's really easy to do layered projects like this. It doesn't take too much extra work, so I'm excited to work with you guys through that. So who's excited for that? Do we have any other comments?
Oh, we've got a bunch of more viewers. We've got some from San Antonio, Texas, Pennsylvania.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the live stream. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and load in this is our red iron-on glitter. And if you've never worked with iron-on before, it's a very interesting material to work with. I love it. Check this out. So this is the shiny side, okay? And this is the matte side. You always want to put your material shiny side down onto your mat. You can use your green mat, you can use your blue mat, whichever one you want. You want that shiny side to go down, okay? So what we're going to do is load this into our machine, just like so. I'm loading it, and I'm also connected via Bluetooth to my iOS device. And where I only had like 13%, we're actually using a charging cord that's plugged into our maker. So I love using that feature on the maker. It's something really awesome and comes in super handy. So then what we're going to do is we're going to turn on mirror. So let's mirror that. Oh, click the wrong button. Let's mirror that right here, and now we've turned it on. So as you see here, when we turn that off, it's normal. And then we're going to turn that on, and it flips it. So that's going to save us a lot since we put this shiny side down. So you'll learn more if you're not already using iron-on. You'll understand what that does here in a moment. So we're going to click continue. And so the next thing that we're going to do, or should it pop up, is our material setting. And we're going to let it know what materials we're using and everything like that. So it's thinking, machine connection error. There was an error communicating with your Cricut machine. Okay, so let's try to go through this again. You guys have any questions, anything going on as I try to figure out my connection issue?
Betsy says hello from Virginia. Bill says good morning from St. Louis.
Good morning.
And Mrs. Bakley, I'm pretty sure, said, I'm super excited that I can use the Easy Press on wood. My hubby bought me one for Christmas, and I love it.
I absolutely love my Easy Press. I have it right here, ready to go when we're able to cut out things. And what I love about this is that it's so portable. I mean, it's so easy to use, super fun, and it's really easy. So for some reason, we're having issues. Oh, here we go, we're good. It's sometimes, guys, you just have to take a second. So what we're going to do is now you're going to be able to set your material. So we're going to click all material, and we're going to search glitter. So let's click right here and type in glitter. And you can see here, glitter iron-on. Let's select that. So we've selected our glitter iron-on, and then it says make sure mirror is turned on and material is placed shiny side down. So we've turned on our mirror, and now we're going to load this again. And then one of my favorite things to do with glitter iron-on particularly is change the pressure from default to mark, because I really want to get a great deep cut. And you just want to use your fine point blade, so it's loaded into clamp B. And then what we're going to do is turn on fast mode. And then as you can see here, since that's turned on, we're going to be able to press the flashing Cricut button right here. So let's go ahead and press that. And it's going to detect our blade and start the cutting process. How exciting. I absolutely love glitter iron-on, and I think it's one of my favorite items to use.
Belinda said, thanks for interrupting my cleaning.
You're welcome, Belinda. So happy to have you on the live stream. But okay, so now as we cut that, we're actually going to stain our plaque. So what we want to do is have a really awesome whitewash finish. And, oh, it's already cut. Wow, didn't even give us time to talk about anything else. So as you can see here, the I Heart You is cut. You can barely see it because it's so cool. But it is cut. So now what we're going to do is load our next mat. So let's load in our black iron-on mat, just like so, and load that in. And then we're going to change this from glitter iron-on to just regular iron-on, or that be right here. And then let's go ahead. I just really like the more pressure. It just makes everything a little bit easier to weed. We have fast mode on, and then we can press go. Let's make sure that everything looks good. We need to turn mirror on for the second mat. Awesome. And then we'll press go. So now that's going to cut, and as this cuts, we're going to actually go ahead and stain our plaques. So this is what a regular plaque looks like, and then this is what it looks like after a whitewash finish. Okay, so you have the whitewash finish, and then we're about to stain this one. We're using a Minwax stain. I absolutely love this stain. It's one of my favorites. So we're gonna go ahead and just grab a little bit of stain and start the process. You simply want to apply it with a staining pad or a foam brush or something like that. And as you can see here, it does require a coat or two, or just a really thick one coater. So as you can see, there's nothing that you can do that is wrong when staining, because all of the brush strokes will get absorbed into your wood piece. So if you've never worked with stain before, it's such an awesome material to work with. As you can see here, super easy. So guys, what have you been working on this week? I haven't been on live too much, so we need to catch up. I need to know what you're up to. Anything fun happen? So excited to hear. As I stain my wood. And don't you love it? The Cricut can just work away for you while you're just doing other things for crafts. I love it. Super simple.
Belinda said she's working on organizing her craft room again.
Oh my gosh, Rachel, we just organized ours a little bit ago, and kudos, because like trying to keep that clean is a full-time job. Trying to keep the craft or any creative space is super hard.
Wanda would like to know if you can use acrylic paint on that instead, or if Minwax is better.
So here's the thing, when I'm using my Easy Press and going to use iron-on, I actually don't like to use acrylic paint because you're actually attaching the iron-on to the acrylic paint rather than the wood. When you're using a stain, it's just staining the wood, so you're still attaching it directly to the wood. So if you look here, you can still see, so okay, I have this right here. What we're going to do is use our handy dandy rotary blade and cut off the excess. I use this sometimes, and some people say, Tanner, you're going to let your blade go out almost too soon, but I'm just a really fast crafter, right? So now we're going to grab a weeding tool, and we're going to weed this out. It's super easy. I like to start in the outside edge, and then go pull it, and sort of go from there.
Tracy says, I have been working with the files, making home decor and gifts. I have also made about 5 more of the key fobs.
Yay! Oh my gosh! So Rachel, when Courtney posted the video with Coates and Clark for creating these little key fobs, she actually went and created them, so it's so cool. I love that. Super happy to hear that you're enjoying it. Okay, so now as you can see here, we're just weeding the excess, and then we'll go in and weed out any of the little intricate circles. So if people, always freak out like, oh my gosh, weeding is so hard, it really isn't. Like, look at how fast this process is going for us, and we're just pulling it out. And when I cut with more pressure, I feel like everything just pops out a little bit easier. So that's kind of why I do it. It's really your personal choice. And well done. Perfect. Wow, I think that was a record time. So now what we're going to do is go through and get the little intricate pieces in the Q and the R. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Grab this one. And then what we're going to do is right now close up our Cricut, and then we're going to grab our Easy Press and preheat that. So while we finish weeding, let's get this preheated. So this is the Easy Press. We love it, love it, love it. If you guys are thinking about picking up anything from Cricut.com, an Easy Press is awesome. The maker is amazing. And you can use our coupon code CRAFT in your day for 10% off and free shipping. So check out the information in the links below. There's a link that you can use to support our channel as well as the coupon code. So we're going to turn this on and preheat this probably to 305. And then we're going to let this preheat. When it's preheated, this orange, you want to show them the orange? It's going to go from orange to green.
And it'll also beep at you.
Yeah, it gives you a little beep.
Leslie would like to know, what about acrylic paint on canvas and then iron on? Is that not a good idea?
I have honestly never really tried it due to the fact that I know your iron-on is actually sticking to the paint. It's just like if you were to paint a terracotta pot and then glue something to it, it's actually being glued to the paint, not the terracotta. And I've ran into that multiple times, so I try to stay away from that, and I hope that makes sense. You're just gluing everything to the paint. It usually isn't going to give it a longevity of the life. Okay, so we're just weeding this out. We want to make sure to keep this little eye piece. The little pieces always seem to want to come when you're weeding.
Now, I know you've already answered this, but we've got a new viewer who would like to know if you sign up, do you have access to previous videos?
So as we were talking about earlier, you get access to all of our files. So right now we have a we have a membership of digital cut files in PNG or SVG with over 100 designs. Excuse me, guys. I don't know if I'm getting or what, but you get 3 different collections with totaling over 100 files, and you get instant access to that right after signing up, which is super awesome. If you haven't thought about signing up, check out the link below. Head on over there. Super awesome. We love all our members, and you get access to our private Facebook group, as well as live workshops that are exclusive to the members. So if you're interested and if you like what you see on the YouTube channel, you'll definitely enjoy the membership.
Now, B, that's the commenter. She was wondering if you have access to previous videos if you sign up.
Yes, so all of them are in our Facebook group, and we're going to be adding our exclusive projects to the dashboard. After you register, you get to the dashboard. We're going to have it more organized there as well. So, yeah, you can catch up on our November live stream and everything. So we just had the beep. That means it's preheated. It preheated super quick. And now what we're going to do is take a plaque that we already dried. It's super ready to go. It's got a nice whitewash. And we're going to pick up our first layer. Now the reason why we're going to apply the large piece first is because we need to line everything up here to get started. So let's sort of see how we like this on here. Rachel, what do you think? Do you think this is going to look good?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, does this look right? Everybody like this? Does this look center, Rachel? You like it?
I think it looks good.
I think it looks good. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is make sure this is applied nicely. We're going to grab our Easy Press and we're going to clock this down. And we're going to apply it. I'm going to probably check on it when we have like 10 to 5 seconds left, just because I don't want to like overheat anything. When you're using wood, you just never know exactly what to do. So the Easy Press is super easy to use. It's all about the giving decent pressure. It's all about the evenly distributed heat, which I am obsessed with. So now we're going to pick this up and sort of see the areas that need some more pressure. What I actually probably need, potentially, is a towel would be really good under this, believe it or not. So we're going to now sort of run it over and sort of get a lot of different areas. Okay. I'm just running this over here because it's not getting it because it's on it in place and kind of burnt it where we're applying too much pressure. So what we're going to do is try to pick this up and do it again. So let's see here.
And Sabrina said that she's working on a baby shower theme from the movie Where the Wild Things Are, and she's making Cricut everything.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Okay, so this is a total craft fail because I didn't have anything under it, and I think I can just pull off our letter and just recut this and grab a towel. So what we're going to do is try that. Super simple. If you ever have a craft fail on wood, this is what it's probably going to look like. And the whole reason is because this wasn't an even table, it was shifting. So that's kind of why.
Wanda would like to know, which I mean, I guess it was a craft fail, so
it was a craft fail.
We may change our minds. But she said, what did you say the temperature is on and how many seconds?
So normally if you have an even distribution of, like if you use a towel to help even this out when you're applying the pressure, we're now on our second plaque, and it's going to help a lot. And what I use is 305 at 30 seconds. The reason why ours failed was because it wasn't getting even heat, it was wobbling, and that's due to the fact that I didn't put a towel under it. So the reason why they want a towel is that sort of helps even out your pressure, and this is a table we built, so this piece of wood isn't completely flat. So you know what I mean? So we're just going to quickly restain another one.
And for our viewers just tuning in, what are we making today?
We're making a really fun plaque, and we have had a craft fail, so it's kind of
they're not missing anything.
You're not missing a single thing, and that's what happens. That's one of the fun things about crafting live. Members or viewers that have been watching for a while know very rarely we have a craft fail, but it for sure happens. So I'm just going to stain the outer edges of this piece of wood, and then we're gonna let this dry while we cut a second piece. So guys, carry on with everything you're doing. If you need to clean your craft room while listening and hanging this, hey, all for it. Like, go for it. But if you have any questions about using an Easy Press or a Cricut Maker or our membership, let us know so that we can help answer those questions. So what we're going to do now is, after we've stained our second one, that's why you buy multiple. If anyone ever asks why you should buy multiple, it's because you never know when you're going to have a craft fail, and then you can have two if you don't.
Gina said, I'm going to the craft store today to get some stuff for Cricut projects because mine has Cricut stuff, buy one, get one 50% off.
Yay! Oh my god, you're going to love it. Be sure to use your coupon if you buy something that's not Cricut related. I know it's already on sale, but if you're buying any materials, wood or anything like that, be sure to use the coupon. Okay, so what we're going to do is grab our black iron-on again, and we're going to apply another sheet. Can we use the other half of the sheet we had before?
It's right here. Oh. It's not big enough.
It is. Is it? Oh, it will be. Yay. Okay.
I thought it was 7 by 7.
It was 6 by 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's double check. Make sure that I'm not wrong. This will fit. Yeah. Okay,
Perfect.
cool. Super easy using this. I love it. So we're going to open up our Cricut Maker, and then we're going to have this cut one more time. And while it cuts, Rachel, I'll take the camera if you want to find me a towel.
Sure.
Okay, so it says your cut's complete, but we're going to press continue. And we're going to cut this mat once more.
Edie says, is there any way to rest craft fail?
So this is probably the best way, and it really depends. If it's a vinyl project, working with vinyl is a lot easier to pill up and reposition, but when you're working with heat and iron-on and whatnot, there isn't a lot to do when your letters start, spreading and not able to stick. So for that situation, that's one of the downfalls of working with iron-on on wood versus using vinyl. If it was a vinyl project, we probably would have been able to rescue it a lot easier. So if you're thinking about iron-on versus regular vinyl, that's one of the downfalls.
And Darcy said, do you happen to know when the knife blade is coming out?
I would love to know when the knife blade is coming out because even I don't know. So we're looking forward to it, hopefully sometime soon. I have no idea, it's just a ton of speculation. So now after we're ready to go, we're gonna cut this again. So we're just gonna press that and I'll take the camera.
And the last question on there.
The last question.
A good one.
When do you use a blue mat versus a green mat? So when I decide to do that, I normally like to use the blue mats for cardstock. I love it for iron-on. A green mat is really probably for like premium outdoor vinyl. I use it on a lot, but I also use the blue mat in a lot more cases than the green mat. So what do you do with stuff that you know you're never going to use again? So I normally give it away. I have also a pile of different things that says like finished projects. The knife blade is the $1 million question for Cricut. We can be informed that it will be released until it's perfect. Hello from Arizona. Rachel is already back. Yes, Sabrina, craft fails happen to all of us. We just keep going and try again. Yes. Okay, so we're just cutting this out again. Hello from South Carolina. Hello, Julie from California. Leslie says, what do you use the knife blade for? So the knife blade is part of the adaptive tool system, which is the third blade that Cricut released, or has talked about releasing. They haven't released it yet. So they have the rotary blade to cut off your fabrics, like right here, and then the knife blade is to cut woods and different things like that. So a lot of fun. Belinda, what product do you have? Oh, Betsy says it's hard to hear me when I move away from the camera. And Travis is organizing the craft room. Cool. Okay, so here, yeah, Rachel, press the mat. You hold the camera again. So, okay, guys, we're going to do another quick beading process. If you're just tuning in, we had a little bit of a mishap with our iron-on for wood, which totally happens to everyone. So we're just creating another one and seeing if we can salvage it. I've worked with iron-on with wood before, and sometimes it's a little tricky. So I'm thinking about we're going to turn down the temperature from 305 probably. Would be a great idea, and sort of see what we can do asides from 305. So maybe like 280. Let it heat up a little bit slower. But the main thing that I feel like was wrong, we were missing, was the towel. So Rachel went and grabbed the towel. Thank you, Rachel. So hopefully that will help with the main issue. And the main issue was that parts of our design was getting the heat and the pressure, but other ones just weren't.
Darcy says, is there a way to double cut? If the cut didn't cut deeply enough, I like to send the job through again without unloading the mat.
Yes, you can do that. You would just go through the same process because this cut in the same spot. You just want to make sure that you don't pill up your project and then try to place it back down. But if you can realize that before peeling it up, you can just load it back in and just repeat cut, just as we did for this, just on a new sheet.
And Belinda, answering your question about what machine she has,
Yes.
I think this is pronounced Xyron?
Xyron?
Design Runner.
Oh,
She
yeah.
said, and I will never use it again. I need to just close my eyes and chuck it in the trash.
Oh no! I have not really used a lot from Xyron. I mean, I have, but not too much. So, okay, we weeded this out again. Our digital cut files are so easy to weed. Like, check that out. Super simple. Plugging our own products. But now what we're going to do is turn our Easy Press on, and we're going to preheat this. Probably, let's do 280, and we'll do that preheat. It'll preheat fairly quickly. And then we're going to see what we can do here again. Okay.
Tracy says, are you filming this in your new studio?
No, we're in my dining room. So we have the studio. It looks great. If you checked out my cactus video, paper cactus. We filmed that in this video, but one thing we forgot about was quality internet. So we're waiting to have that installed next week. But till then, we're doing live streams right here in the kitchen. And that beep right there you heard is the Easy Press, and it's already heated to 280. So let's make sure we position this nicely. Okay, does that look... Okay, does this look straight? Is that good?
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we're gonna position this down. Everything look good?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do, now when we apply pressure, it's going to give even pressure, hopefully to the entire piece. And then one thing you also want to do when you're working with iron-on is if you watch, I went like this, don't do that. You want to give pressure that's even heat. So what's up? I'm going to put it right here so we can apply pressure on this. And then we're just going to slowly let that count down. 16, 15, 14. I'm honestly not applying a ton of pressure. Like I'm not like pressing down on it. I'm just putting some of my weight on it to hopefully evenly distribute the pressure a little
Garnett
bit
says, hello from Ohio. This is their first live video they're watching.
Oh my gosh, welcome to the live stream. I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you come to more live streams and hang out with us and craft with us because we have a lot of fun. So, okay, we've got some places that we need to hit again. There's some of these creases, if you look at the end, it's actually confined to the wood. So that's actually not burning, it's just actually going into the wood, which is actually what you kind of want to happen. So for some reason, this piece of wood is a little warped, I guess, and it's not able to apply pressure around the entire thing. So what we're going to do is go around it and apply pressure just really slowly. And notice how I'm picking it up and pressing.
Tracy said that she loved the paper cactus and it's on her list of things to create.
Hey, I love that project because it's a make it now project with Cricut and it's so easy. And our E, it's not doing too well over here. But notice how, like, if we had a heat press, we would not even be able to attempt doing these wood projects. So that's why I really love the Easy Press for stuff like this. Okay, so let's see how we're doing. Yay, our A. Our B is not wanting to stick too well. Let's see how these look down here. Our Y and our Z need a little bit more. Our E is a little bit. Just try to hit that. And then down here as well. Who knew we were going to have such issues? I'm glad that I'm learning about these issues before you guys are taking the time to try to make these. So I would prefer, you know, right away, I would say use regular vinyl on projects like this, on wood plaques. Other times I've used the wood and iron-on and it worked great. But for some reason, for this particular project, it is not working too well. But we are going to try our best, right? Okay. We got our B, our D need a little bit more.
Leslie wants to know what brand iron-on are you using?
So this is the Cricut brand iron-on. So I always have great experience with this on fabric. It's honestly just the wood piece that we're using today that it just doesn't seem to want to stick to. And I think it's more of the wood, and honestly it could be the same that we use. That could be part of the issue, but I doubt it because we followed the same process when we did our DIY table runner for Thanksgiving, and it turned out super easy. Yeah, I don't know what is causing this to not want to stick. And some letters are A. Our A is totally on there super nicely, so if everything could look like A, life would be great. I'm just going to heat the whole thing again, a little quickly. Here, get our E. Hopefully have our D as well. There we go. Okay. Our R needs a little bit. Our Z needs a little bit. R and Z. Really wondering why. I think the wood is not perfect. And the Y and Z are last letters. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. And then we'll have to do our glitter iron-on. Okay. So, ta-da. Woohoo! Okay, so here is the alphabet. It takes a little time. If you run into any issues like that, you kind of want to follow the same procedure. Now what we're going to do is take our glitter iron-on, and notice how this lines up perfect right here. Check this out. So you want to apply that down, and then what you want to do is notice how if we take the heat press or easy press on it right now, this is going to be left and being able to touch directly to this very hot plate. What you want to do is grab the excess sheet, and we're going to apply this over it. So we've applied the I love you, the gold, or the red glitter iron-on. Why do I keep calling it gold? Now we needed to cover that and protect it again. So we're going to follow the same procedure. Heat that for 30 seconds.
Leslie said patience is key.
Patience is key, and a lot of times on live streams I totally forget about it, and I think if the camera's off, Rachel totally forget about patience. We're just like, yeah, this isn't working, let's do it.
Trash
again.
it.
Trash it, next project. So definitely. So let's hope that this stays on really easy and quick. But I totally think our wood or something is worked, because they're so odd that some letters stick super well and then some aren't. Let's peel this one up. And our eye went on well. Oh, our heart went on well. Check out our U. Check this out. Okay, so those look a little interesting, but we finished the project. I hope you guys enjoyed this very interesting Plaque project. It's super easy. I think you could use this in so many different ways and make it a really simple project. This did take quite some time, as you guys have watched on the live stream. But thank you guys for crafting with us today. I'm so happy. If you all want to learn more about our SVGs and see even better projects like this than this one, because I'm a little frustrated with it, check out our membership, because we have all kinds of really cool techniques and processes and tutorials over there. So definitely learn about that. We have new files coming out every single month. We've had 2 holiday collections, a maker's collection, a Valentine's Day collection, and next month is going to be a life celebrations collection, which I'm super excited about, because it's for all of those sentiments and all of those different things that you want to celebrate, whether it's a wedding, a birthday, graduation, any of those things we're really going to sort of uplift next month. So stay tuned for more live crafting. We're going to be making some awesome Valentine's Day cards probably this weekend, so stay with me then. And if you haven't seen the videos we posted this week, go check those out. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to get notifications when we go live. And do we have any questions or anything else?
No, everybody's just wishing you a wonderful day, saying thanks.
Oh my gosh, thanks for crafting with us. And you guys make my day literally every single day. So thanks for watching, guys. See ya. Bye.